We continue to read from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, text 27. This is also a very famous verse. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, the spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. So this is our position. Our position, we feed our ego without understanding everything is being carried out through the facility, by the facility of this material energy. So purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Two persons, one in Krishna consciousness and the other in material consciousness, working on the same level, may appear to be working on the same platform, but there is a wide gulf of difference in their respective positions. So outwardly, the activities might appear to be the same, but there is a difference. Now let's see, why is there a difference? The person in material consciousness is convinced by false ego that he is the doer of everything. He does not know that the mechanism of the body is produced by material nature, which works under the supervision of the Supreme Lord. The materialistic person has no knowledge that ultimately he is under the control of Krishna. So Prabhupada is saying that there are two people working on the same level. One is Krishna conscious, one is not. Now, what's the difference? The one who is not, he's not able to understand that my body, we think I can lift up my hand by myself. You know, what's the big deal? I know I want to lift up my hand. Who can stop me? But we don't understand that even in the lifting of the hand, the sanction of the Lord is there. He sanctioned it. And then the demigod who is in control of this movement, he performs it. And then we think, I'm doing it. So that the body is ultimately under the control of Krishna is very detailed explained in Srimad Bhagavatam that we had been reading, how different demigods are in charge of our different parts of our body, different movements. That's the reason there are 33 crore demigods. The 33 crore demigods who are in charge of controlling this whole, managing this whole material universe. And everything is under the supervision of the Supreme Lord, control of the Supreme Lord. So this material nature that we are seeing, all the material nature, even this body, everything is a facility. It's a facility for what? To fulfill our desire. The desire. Our desire means the desire of the soul. The person in false ego takes all credit for doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his nescience. He does not know that this gross and subtle body is the creation of material nature under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as such, his bodily and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna in Krishna consciousness. We say, no, why should I understand that everything, even my body, is under the control of the Supreme Lord? We can see that so many times we might have that body part, but it may not be working. Why? I might have two hands, but then I'm not able to use them, although I want to. You know, we see. Then what is it? That means I'm really not under the control of my body. When I'm sick, I don't want to fall sick, but the body comes under some disease or the other. Then what does that mean? That I'm not under the control of my body. Then who's under control? That is the sign of intelligence, to try to ask, who is the one who's controlling them? The controller is the Supreme Lord. And this body is a facility. The whole material nature, she's a facilitator. facilitates our desires. The three modes of material nature are to facilitate our desire. But everything is under the control of the Lord. And so that's the reason we are advised that our physical and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna, in Krishna consciousness. What does it mean? That means I have to do nothing. I shouldn't do anything. I just have to sit down. No, we continue doing whatever we are doing. But be grateful. Thank you, Krishna, for allowing me to do this. Remember Krishna. Connect the activities to Krishna. Relate the activities to Krishna. Offer the results of the activities to Krishna. It's just that we don't have to stop doing anything that we are doing. We continue. We can't stop. We are going to become parasites if we stop working. We are going to become a burden and a nuisance to society if we suddenly stop doing the work we are doing. Krishna does not want that. He's saying, just be conscious of me, think of me, remember me. So we need to see everything in relation to Krishna, because that is the fact, that is the truth. He's not saying artificially. No one else says, think of me whenever you're doing everything all the time, or fix your mind on me. No one else says that. No one is bold enough to make that statement. No, not Lord Brahma, not Lord Shiva, no one. But Krishna is saying that. Because he knows that once we become Krishna conscious, that's our original position. That's how we can be truly happy. The ignorant man forgets that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Rishikesha, or the master of the senses of the material body, for due to his long misuse of the senses in sense gratification, is factually bewildered by the false ego, which makes him forget his eternal relationship with Krishna. So now we'll say, I'm the pure soul. I'm the pure soul. Then how come I've forgotten my eternal relationship with Krishna? And then it is because of this false ego. Because of this false ego, we have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. Because of this false ego, we are able to remain separate from Krishna. Otherwise, the soul in its pure condition cannot live a moment without Krishna. Not even a moment. Always wants to be with Krishna. But now, because we want to enjoy separate from Krishna, we are telling him, why are you the Supreme Lord? I am Supreme. Why should I let you enjoy? I want to enjoy separate from you. So that's why we are inside in this material world. He said, you can't do that in Vaikuntha. So you need a material world to do that. So that's the reason we are here. And we have been doing that since millions of births, millions of births. And that we are able to live here without Krishna because of this false ego. Then what to do? How can we revive our eternal relationship with Krishna? How can we come to the position of the true ego? What is the true ego? So when Sanatana Goswami asked Lord Chaitanya, who am I? What's my position? Lord Chaitanya says that Jivera Swarupaya Krishnera Nityadas. A soul is eternal servant of Krishna. Gopi Bharatur Padakamalayur Das Dasanu Dasanu Das. That a servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the lover of the gopis. Gopi Bharatur Padakamalayur Das Dasanu Dasanu Das. That is our position. And then how to revive it? That also Lord Chaitanya showed us a very simple method, very simple way. How can we revive our lost relationship with Krishna, our eternal relationship with Krishna? By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And we don't have to go anywhere to do that. We do not have to give up anything to do that. We don't have to spend money to do that. Wherever we are, whoever we are, whatever position, we just start chanting. That's all it is. Just start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then gradually, we will be situated in our eternal relationship with Krishna. That is the proposal of Lord Chaitanya. He's openly giving us Krishna Prema. Openly he's saying, please take this love for Krishna. Koro Krishna Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Shiksha. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur are going door to door, begging at everyone, going from door to door, begging everyone, falling at their feet. Nityananda Prabhu, Haridas Thakur, falling at the feet and saying, just please chant the name of Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, worship Krishna, follow the instructions of Krishna. And in that way, experience the highest Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtan. This Harinam Sankirtan is coming straight from the spiritual sky. Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtan. It's coming from the spiritual world. It's not a material sound vibration. No, it's not at all material. It's transcendental. So we'll stop here for today. Any comments or questions?
I just wanted to ask one question. Like you said that we all, every soul has a connection, and in the previous one you also mentioned that in the Bhagavatam class today, that all of us have been Brahma, all of us have been some demigod in our any life that our soul has been journeying through. So it means that the soul is really, we should really be pity on the soul that, it's our mistake, or is the soul or what, that, it's been that how it's just so away from its own dharma.
Yeah, we have been here a long time, and it's all our desires that are keeping us here. But now that we have got the good fortune, we are fortunate to be at this time, at this place, to be able to hear about Krishna, to be able to chant the holy name. So we are really, truly, truly very fortunate, very fortunate to be here right now at this time. Because we've been wandering in this universe, sometimes as Lord Brahma, sometimes as Indra, sometimes as Indra Gopa. What's a Indra Gopa? It's a worm in the stool. Then we have been there, everywhere. Because
Indra Gopa?
Yeah. It's a worm. You can research on it. So sometimes we've been Lord Indra, sometimes we've been Lord Brahma. We've been, all this we have been. In these different positions of demigods. Sometimes we are worms, sometimes we are powerful kings, powerful people, sometimes we are trees. We've been through all this.
Wow.
Yeah. This journey, we have been doing all this journey, traveling. We have been traveling. And now by good fortune, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, it's Lord Chaitanya's mercy that we are able to hear and chant the holy name. So we are truly fortunate. Truly fortunate. Each of us right now, whoever is here on this earth planet, all of us are fortunate. There's holy name being chanted. Lord Chaitanya just came 500 years ago. Lord Chaitanya predicted my name is going to be chanted in every town and village. The holy name will be chanted in every town and village. And so, yeah, like, yeah, we have been, the verse is there, right? Brahmite, what's that? Kon Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. That we've been wandering in the universes, wandering. And then now, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we are getting the seed of devotional service. So we should take this seed and sow it in our heart and water it. And what's the watering process? Hearing and chanting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your nice observations and questions and participation. Stop here for today. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.